Hey everybody, I am David, and today I want to talk about the New Mutants trailer from 20th Century Fox. This was an interesting trailer going into it because when they were saying that this movie was going to be kind of like a horror movie with X-Men characters, I was like everybody else, I was kind of like, so it's going to be an X-Men movie, just maybe with a couple of a creepy villain or something like that. And so I was kind of expecting a typical superhero movie, just with a horror spin to it. Not like something like Split earlier this year. You can look at that as a supervillain movie, supervillain origin film, because Unbreakable was also a different spin on a superhero movie. And Split, if you haven't seen it yet, I'm spoiling it now. Split was it was in the same continuity as Unbreakable, and they're even making a third film called Glass, which will be a sequel to both of them. And they're already saying it's going to be a different type of superhero movie as well. So going to this movie, going into this trailer, I was expecting not like a huge departure from what the X-Men movies are typically known as, and yeah, this movie was very different. It definitely felt like a legit horror movie. And I was like, oh shit, this is not what I was expecting at all. And, some people might love it. And you know what? I applaud 20th Century Fox for taking this route because, you know what? They've been kicking ass with a lot of their films lately. X-Men Days of Future Past, Logan, Deadpool, all very different movies that are, maybe not so much Days of Future Past, but you look at Logan and Deadpool, and that's showing you that they are ready to take this franchise in different directions and try new things with them. Logan is, a lot of people say Logan felt like a Western. Deadpool was a pure spoof of superhero movies. Even Days of Future Past, I mean, it's something that we never seen the X-Men deal with before, which was time travel. So essentially, it was a time travel movie. And a lot of superhero movies have been getting this right, but I think Fox has been taking it to the next level by actually getting different genres and disguising the superhero movie as those other genres. You can kind of say it started with the Dark Knight trilogy. Christopher Nolan used Blade Runner as an inspiration for Batman Begins. He made the Dark Knight like a political thriller. It was he used Heat, the movie with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, as an inspiration. There's even a scene that's almost identical to The Dark Knight. And then you have The Dark Knight Rises, which was their war film. And I'm loving this, that these superhero movies can take these genres and flip it on its head, flip the superhero genre on its head, because Logan was definitely still my favorite movie of the year. Deadpool was a great movie too, and I'm loving all these what Marvel's doing as well, like making Captain America Civil War and Winter Soldier into political thrillers as well, and making the Thor movies their sci-fi epics. Guardians of the Galaxy also, right? It's kind of like their Star Wars. So I'm loving this look of this New Mutants movie. It definitely feels like a horror movie, but that's where I'm kind of conflicted about it, because if you know me, I do not like horror movies. It's not that I don't like them. I've seen horror movies to a certain degree, but usually they're not the ones that I'm usually gravitated towards. I usually keep my distance from them. Maybe I'll see it on Blu-ray. But this is an X-Men film, so there is a certain curiosity there for me. And I just read an interview with the director now, as before I started doing this video, and he did confirm that this movie is connected to the overall X-Men films. In what way, he couldn't go into detail, but I'm one of those people. I'm a completist. I like to see all the films that are connected to this franchise. I don't like missing one. No matter how bad or good the reviews might be, I need to check it out for myself and decide for myself, because I love the world building that these movies are starting to do, like the X-Men movies, MCU, DC films, whatever it is. I love it all. And so I might have to put my fear aside and say, David, this is going to be the first horror movie you're going to see in theaters, because it's freaking X-Men and you got to do it for the X-Men. You got to. So yeah, I was pleasantly... I am intrigued by the direction of this trailer. I'm not promising that I'll see it in theaters, but I'll probably will if someone or something can convince me. But yeah, I definitely like that Fox is taking a gamble on this. They're definitely the studio that realizes, hey, look, we can't have these people, the audience, getting tired of superhero movies. We got to find a way to freshen it up. And if Marvel's not going to do it, maybe they will. Same thing with DC. You know, Wonder Woman felt fresh too, with a female superhero in the lead. I really liked that. It did feel a little fresh, even though there were some of those superhero aspects to it that you recognize from some of the male counterparts. There were some aspects there that's helped it stand on its own as well, and I think that's why Wonder Woman succeeded the way it did, as well as Logan. So Logan had its differences as well and felt fresh. Same thing with Deadpool, etc. Some of the other movies that I also mentioned. So yes, guys, tell me what you thought of this trailer. Do you like the approach they're taking with the horror aspect, or do you think they're taking it a little bit too far? I understand if people think they're taking it too far with the horror aspect. Maybe they didn't have to go full horror. Who knows? Tell me your thoughts. I'm curious to know what other people are thinking. And I'm going to end this video here, guys. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and until next time, take care.